Hello there, this is Adrian. I'm a process automation engineer at Time Hackers Lab, and if you haven't joined our Reddit group, I'm gonna post it now because I just started it. So join there, we're gonna grow it soon and learn together. So today we're talking about adding rows in Google Sheet and how to add rows on top. So this is a problem I couldn't really solve. That's the TLDR for you, but we have workarounds. So what you can do is basically create a view, yeah, and that view will always be there and then update it for you. All right, that's the short solution, the short answer. But the long answer is I can show you what I've tried. So let's say, for example, you want to add a row here with make.com, right? And if you go to make.com and let's say we add the spreadsheet ID, this is always this ID right here. You click that, you paste the ID here. We can even do like that. And then we're gonna choose the sheet name test. That's the sheet name. And let's say we're gonna put something like this is gonna be the date, and we can map that via makes like their own date format. So it's gonna be today. I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. Yeah. So we can even format this date like that. We're gonna choose that and then copy that, paste it here. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna format it by, I want to have it the same as this, which would be day, month, if I am saying it correctly. So it would be day, and maybe month, because this is the written form. So let's test this. Let's see if everything just works. So yeah, it added it on top, you see? So it didn't understand that that row is already filled in because we didn't have anything there. So let's just put something there so it doesn't understand it like that. Let's run it again. It's ran. We added something and it added it here. So this row, somehow it understood it as something was here. All right, that's strange. All right, let's remove that row. Let's remove that and then run it again. It should be adding it now. Okay, so there you go. We have this. All right, so this is okay as long as you're okay with going down. As you see, I'm tracking some BSRs here, best selling ranks. If you're adding, let's say, months and months of data, you gotta be scrolling. Every time you visit this document, it's gonna be annoying. So the best thing would be if the newest dates were on top, just like, I don't know, the crust of the earth. The newest layer is on the top, yeah? Okay, so what we can do here, one person suggested if you want to add a row above, now this row is empty, and if we run this scenario, it's going to add something right there. It's strange, I know it looks strange because it took the inherit the data from the one above, so it looks really bad. But if we do another row here, and then we let's just do it like this, now it's gonna be fine. Look at this. So we add a row, it goes there, right? But here's the problem. Every time you add something, it fills the top one. So now, even if you added a row automatically with the make.com thing, now if you add another one, it's gonna go right below it. So this is the problem, yeah? So this is the first one we tested, this is the second one, and if you do it again, it's gonna happen the same thing. Look, you put it there, and it goes above, but then you have to run it again, and it goes below, yeah? So this is something that we just cannot kind of fix with these like simple modules. And I tried with the API a little bit, it was just not perfect. So yeah, that's 3. All right, so what is the other workaround? Actually, the other workaround is that you don't work around it. You use something that Google Sheet already provides us. That would be, you just add it. So let's say you add this row. This is 2 of January. We skipped 4 days because we were celebrating Christmas or something. All right, so let's say you have some data. And okay, so let's say you have some data here. Now what you can do is you can click on this. Is that correct? Okay, if you don't have a table yet, you can just highlight it, format it. Sorry, you convert into a table. Where is this? Format. Yeah, okay, so you go to format, you convert into a table, and then you have a table, okay? So you click view, and then you create a filtered view, yeah? And now it's like creating that view, yeah? So in this view, I would say I want to sort from Z to A. Okay? So now it has created this view. So now it's always sorting, yeah? I'm gonna click save. I'm gonna call it for YouTube. There you go. Okay, so now this view has been saved. Okay, so if you go to view and then never mind, it's gonna be in data. Yeah, okay, change view. You see, if I exit the view, the data is still there. So let's say we're gonna add now, let's say we're gonna add now, and then we're gonna add, a day. So we're gonna put now plus 1 day. Yeah. So this is gonna add a day. So we're gonna have January 3rd. There you go. Okay, so we have January 3rd now, and then I'm gonna add 2 days, 3 days, whatever. Yeah. 2. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be enough. You will understand what I mean. So the data is still, like the data set, the underlying data is still working based upon adding something at the end. But here's the big but. I'm not into the big buts, but here's the big but. So if you go to data and the view that we just created, yeah, you create for YouTube, there you go. So now you don't need to play around for 2 days, wasting 48 hours as I did, to try to, you know, add data on the top. Just add it on the bottom and then view it as this. And here's the thing, the view is actually, you see here we have a view ID, right? I'm gonna show you with my beautiful program I paid for. That's your view ID. So even if you open this in an incognito tab, yeah, so let's see, incognito tab, this view ID should be doing its work. There you go. So even if you're sharing this, they should be seeing the newest date on the top. So that's the solution that I came up with. It's actually something that is built in already. You cannot really natively add rows on top. By the way, I'm making another video soon to work with, I'll show you, work with columns, because many times, you know, it's okay, you see the newest date on the top, it's cool, but many times we're humans, we want to see things from left to right. Okay, let me show you how that actually can look like, and if you want the video, just comment below and I'll make a video on that. So this is how that sheet can look like, and I think this is way nicer, because you can see the data, like, you know, from left to right. We are used to it, you know, in university they teach us like time is from x1 to x100, and yeah, so this, in this way, the trends are just going from left to right, and to work with these columns is a different game. I've been spending like a few, I would say, many working days just researching how to work with columns. It's not easy. I don't recommend it for beginners. For beginners, I would just say work with this, add it to the bottom as you should, as it's easiest, and then you use the view table. But if you're interested, just let me know in the comments below, and use the table view to add rows on the top, so you have the newest on the top. All right, have a good day. Click on this other video and talk to you later. Bye.